Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about ABAP 7.4 or new syntaxes we can say in ABAP. So earlier we used to code our program using old syntaxes, but above ABAP 7.4 version you can use the new syntaxes. So be it your ECC system or even your S4HANA system, you can use it. So let me just quickly take a pointer here. Yeah. So ABAP 7.4 new syntaxes you can use easily, and if you have any doubt, your older ABAP version will still exist there. And new syntaxes is supported by your ECC and even your S4 HANA as well. So you don't need to worry about that on whatever system you're working. So, but the only thing is your SAP version in your ECC should be uh, more than this, right? And if you are talking about our 7.4 or new syntaxes, it's very easy to understand and you need very less number of lines of code in your web program. So it increases the code efficiency as well, and it increases your and provides you the fast execution time. Now let's talk about the various new syntaxes in ABAP 7.4. So there are so many syntaxes, or they have make our life easier using these syntaxes. So if I talk about, there is an inline declaration, as you can see. So inline declaration is like you can create on a single line rather than declaring variable on your top. So inline declaration comes into that mode. Then there is a value expression syntax that we will be discussing in our upcoming session. Then there is a use of hash that we can use it in our web program. And then there is a new string features as well, rather than concatenate statement. There will be new string features that we will be seeing in our upcoming sessions. So stay tuned. And then there is a constructor operator con hash. So that is also a useful one of the important operator. And then there is a switch statement, which is a, you can say, a replacement for case and case statement. And then there is a cond statement, which is a replacement of if else. So rather than using multiple if else, you can directly use cond statement in your ABAP program. And then there is a different ways to read your internal table, and you can check whether the record exists or not. So there is an syntax like if line underscore exist and function is there, in that you need to pass your internal table and condition. So we will be seeing every syntax in details, and then you will get to learn about reduce operator as well. And then there is a new command as well. So similarly, there are the case statements in SQL queries now we can use from a Web 7.4 our versions, and there are multiple features of syntaxes in that, like group by is there, and there are multiple like constructor operator using in new hash you can declare it. So and we will be developing this new syntaxes using our what you can say your Eclipse software. So I hope you have installed Eclipse in your system, and this way you can add your new ABAP project there. So in that, just for example, I have opened the Jet demo program 4 here. So let me just quickly show you one of the feature of, like, for example, inline declaration that you can use. So just give anything like data, and I'm giving something like, for example, data lv underscore flag is equal to abap true for say, right? Let me see. Yeah, it's correct. You can even check the activate it as well if you want here from here directly. So Eclipse is pretty useful in this more than a 7.4 version. So you can develop your program reports, everything from here, like classes as well, that we will see in our upcoming sessions. So now if I need to write this thing on screen, then I can write like write lv underscore flag. It should print this value on screen, activate it, and we can also even set the breakpoint here if you want. But as of now, just execute it, and we can even comment this as we don't need this thing as well. So let's comment it out. Okay, let me do Control Z, and let me right click and source code, add comment. Yeah, it's commented. So that way you can even comment it and then activate it again. And now how you can execute it, just you can even execute it by right clicking from here, run as a web application, or you can do directly F8, or you also have a feature here button, like if you see here, so you can go to run as a web application, or you can directly use the F8. So if you see, it will be loading and your screen, and you will be able to see the output like X, because a web true means it has the value X, as we know already. A web false is blank and space, you can say. So that is how we will be discussing into ABAP 7.4 syntaxes in our upcoming sessions. So stay tuned for the upcoming session. Thank you.